What is going on, everybody? It is your boy Shsl Blaze coming at you guys with yet another video. This is episode 5, count it, 5 of Buried Stars, ladies and gentlemen. I'm super hyped about this. I am ready because in the last episode we were investigating the stage and such, the back area. I can't wait to investigate some more in this episode. It's gonna be hype. Full screen me real quick. I just wanted to say thank you guys so much for all of the likes on every single video. If you guys could do that again on this episode, I would truly appreciate it. Hit that like button. You guys have been supporting the crap out of this. I've been seeing a lot of new viewers. I've been seeing a lot of new subscribers. Welcome, 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 welcome. Enjoy Buried Stars with us, please. And thank you, y'all. I'm gonna shut up now. Let's get into the episode. Let's do it. I think we took a good look. So what options do we have?
大きく2つあるな。ステージに戻るか、ここのどこかにいるか。
Either we go back to the stage or stay here somewhere.
ここのどこかなら今僕たちがいる中央廊下と楽屋、スタッフ用の廊下、男子トイレぐらいですね。
If we decide to stay somewhere here, it's got to be the central corridor, dressing room, staff corridor, or men's restroom.
選択肢が気に入らないね。
I don't like any of them.
ステージに戻るのもちょっとな。
But I don't feel like going back to the stage either.
照明がついてるところに行った方がいいんじゃない？
Don't you think we should choose the place where there's some lights?
そんな場所はトイレと楽屋とスタッフ用の廊下しかないわ。
That's the restroom, dressing room, and staff corridor.
好き
Ooh.
なのはトイレ？
The restroom? I don't know about that, Sayo. I'm a little unsure if the restroom is really the best place because it seemed a little sketch when we were in there. Don't you guys remember that? It looked like that the cracked window was supporting the ceiling. That's a little sketchy. And then the other room, the dressing room, looked like it had a crack in its ceiling too. The corridor is probably the best place, in my opinion. I don't know. I could be wrong on that. I guess the restroom is better than the others.
マシって何よ、マシって。
Are you out of your mind?
鏡割れてるの見えなかったのか？そこの壁、天井を支えてるんだぞ。
See, me and Chang are on the same page. You get it? Didn't you see the broken mirror? That wall is supporting the ceiling.
他のとこの壁も全部そうだろうが。
The ceiling weight has to be supported anywhere you go.
ドアも1つしかないし、閉じ込められるかもしれないぞ。
And there's only one door. We could get trapped.
ドアが一つしか
That's
ないのも
another good
全部
point.
一緒だろ。
We need to make sure we have multiple exits because if anything does happen, we need to be able to leave. Well, they all have one door. Not true. The dressing room had 2. The mirror on the wall is broken and the floor is wet. There's only one exit linked to the central corridor.
楽屋には表と裏、2つのドアがありますが。
That's what I'm talking about. Chang! My ball! Me and him are on the same page. The dressing room has 2. One in the front and another in the back.
部屋も広い方です。
It's got some space too.
そりゃあ他のとこに比べたら広く見えるでしょうね。
Well, compared to the other rooms.
壁にひびが入ってたろ。天井を支えているだけでもう精一杯なんだろうよ。
The wall has cracks. That place is barely supporting the ceiling.
裏口は全然開かなかった。ドアが1つしかないのと同じだよ。
The rear door is not even open. So there's practically one door there.
全部ダメならステージに戻る方に1票を入れます。
If nothing works, I say we go back to the stage.
せめて広い方がいいと思います。
The stage is an open place at least. Inside looks fine, but the entrance to the staff corridor is damaged, so you can get there only from the central corridor. That's a yikes. I don't know. I don't like any place back here, to be honest.
ダメ？
What about the staff corridor? No?
ドアが3つあるでしょ。2つはダメだけど。
It's got 3 doors, although 2 of them are useless.
おい。じゃあ一つしかねえじゃん。
Then it's 1 door.
あのクソ狭い。
He's got a point.
一列に並んで瞑想でもしろってのか？
What do you want to do? Sit in a line and meditate?
あのね、誰もそこが一番いいだなんて言ってないじゃない。
It's a little narrow in there, don't you think though? I'm not saying we must choose the staff corridor.
それに狭いとか広いとか何の関係があんの？どうせ喋ったばっかりしてるくせに。
And since when did you care about the room size? You'll be busy playing with Fader anyway. Yeah, that's a good point. A narrow passage behind the staff lounge and dressing room. It can be used to access the door leading to the central corridor. All other doors are blocked. But there was nothing wrong with the ceiling there, though. It wasn't cracked or anything.
私も狭い場所は苦手よ。
Oh man, come on. Actually, I'm a bit claustrophobic myself.
なんとか前向きに考えようとしてるけど、窮屈すぎると。
Oh, my best girl. I can't have her being all claustrophobic. I'm trying to get better, but I can barely breathe in a confined space.
そのこと、中央廊下にいるのはどう？
That might be a good idea. How about staying here in the central corridor?
薄暗いけど、全然見えなくはないし。
It's dark, but we can still see.
状況を見て、楽屋とかステージに行ったらいいじゃない。
If something happens, we can go to the dressing room or stage. That's a good point. A central passage in the back of the stage, which is linked to the men's restroom, staff corridor, and dressing room. The exit at the end of the corridor is impassable. I mean, we have a bunch of room and such. And there's a lot of doors.
ステージが一番安全だと思います。
I looked around, and I think the stage is the best.
外でも他のどこかに避難しろとは言ってないし。
The rescue team didn't say anything about evacuating to another place.
廊下の
That's
端
a
の
good
方は
point.
すでに崩れています。またいつ崩れてもおかしくない状態です。
Everyone has good points. The end of this corridor has collapsed already, and the rest could collapse at any minute.
結局、一番安心できる場所はステージじゃないでしょうか。
Overall, I think the stage is the least risky.
でも、ステージに戻ったら。
But if we go back to the stage, that's where...
そうだよ。ステージには。
Yeah, the stage is where... Shin's body was in the stage area. The two of them didn't finish their sentences, but everyone knew what they were trying to say.
ステージの方はまだ空間に余裕があります。
The stage still has enough space.
審査員席の方に行かなくてもいいはずですよ。
We wouldn't have to go to the judges section. The conversation ended by listening to each other's different opinions.
安全に。
The goal is to stay
じゃ
safe.
あそれぞれ自分の好きな場所に分かれる。
Should we all just split up?
個人プレーはダメよ。一緒に動くの。
We need to stick together.
りょうちゃん、あんたは何か言いたいことないの？
Han, don't you have anything to say?
君はどう思う？
What do you want to do, Han?
俺は
Oh. There's so many options, y'all. I mean, all right, let's just narrow them down, right? The central corridor is linked to everything, right? So you can go to the restroom, the staff corridor, and dressing room, all from the central corridor. Now, the central corridor has collapsed already before. So it's possible that it could collapse again. We don't know. But there's a lot of doors to escape to. So that's a plus. The men's restroom is probably the most sus, to be honest. It literally has a big mirror on the wall. The mirror looks like it is holding, well, not the mirror itself, but the wall that the mirror is on seems to be supporting the ceiling, and that junk is cracked to all hell, right? That just looks like the worst spot in my opinion. The dressing room is damaged. The wall is cracked right now. So and on top of that, we only have 2 exits. Oh, actually 1 exit because one of the doors doesn't work, which is a yikes. The restroom only has 1 exit, which is bad too. Then we have the staff corridor. Now the staff corridor is narrow. I have heard that, I think it was during like tornadoes or something like that, or even earthquakes for California. But apparently staying in a narrow like hallway, like something that's narrow, is probably the best place to be. That's what I remember hearing, but I could be wrong on that. Isn't that why most people pick the bathroom or under the staircase or something like that? I don't know. Or the basement. Don't listen to me. But the staff corridor, it only has 1 exit also, which is pretty bad. Or we can go back to the stage, but the stage has been falling like this whole entire game. It's just been collapsing and collapsing and collapsing. This is tough, y'all. This is really tough. I would think the corridor is probably the best because we could always leave. You know what I mean? We have access to every single door. And on top of that, we can go back to the stage. I say central corridor. Let's do it. Why don't we stay in the central corridor as Min suggested? Min's gonna love me for saying that. Yep, there she is. She loves me. Oh, Seo!
暗くて天井も低いここか。
Up. Here in the darkness under this low ceiling?
粘ったら死ぬかもしれないよ。
We could die if we stay here. Boy, we could die if we stay anywhere. We could play if
レイ
all
ナさんの
day.
意見だけど今度は反対よ。
Even O hates me for saying that. I normally agree with Min, but not this time.
ここよりはステージの方がマシよ。
I'd rather go to the stage.
そうかな。
Maybe.
いいのよ。反対が多いなら他の意見も聞いてみるわ。
It's okay. I'm open to other suggestions. The conversation stopped briefly. Oh, we gotta leave! A sudden, loud sound roared through the corridor. The ground shook for a moment and dust fell from the ceiling. Yo, we gotta dip! Okay, maybe the corridor is not the place to be. Lee shook his head while brushing off the dirt. Wait,
やっ
what?
ぱり無理だよ。
This isn't going to work. The group slowly took a look around.
ここでよ。
We should get out of here.
出るのはいいけどどこに？
I like that, but to where?
ステージ。他に選択肢がない。
To the stage. No other choice. They put their heads together, but there was no solution.
散々歩き回っといて元の場所に戻るのか。
Back to where it all began? What a waste of time. Hey, but I mean, do you have any other options? The place was about to fall on us again, dude. All we got is the stage at this point. God, the stage looks horrible, y'all. It looks terrible out here. I don't like this one bit. I don't like this one bit.
ここを離れた時より少し崩れてる。
It looks worse than when we left.
廊下にいた時揺れたせいかな。
Is it because of the tremor that occurred when we were in the corridor?
今見るとここは避けれる場所もある。
Now that I look at it, this place has at least some spots for us to stay safe.
結局元の場所に来ちゃったか。まったく。
Jeez, back to square one.
ここの状態救助隊に伝えた方がいいかしら。
Should we tell the rescue team about the situation here? I think that would be a good
私
idea.
がかけてみるね。
I'll try to make a call. O called the rescue team, and the group quietly listened in. Every time there was a noise, O frowned. Aww. Hey, hold up! Hold up! Hold up! I just saw my friends list pop up on the top left. My friend Rhyme is playing Buried Stars. They got the game. Let's go. Shouts out to all of you guys that bought the game after you watched my couple of parts or a couple of episodes that I uploaded. Shouts out to everybody. Support this game. It's $60 on the Nintendo eShop and also on the PlayStation Store. Check the game out. It's fun as heck, dude. My eardrums are about to pop.
で、なんか言われたか。
Just tell us what you heard.
こっちの状況は分かったって。
They get the situation.
ステージで待ってほしいんだって。他の場所に行かずに。
Told us to wait on the stage and to avoid other
こ
places.
こもあまり安全だとは思えないけど。
But it's not that safe here either.
狭いところにいる方がもっと危険だってことかもしれないな。
They're probably saying that it's more dangerous to stay in a small place.
今はとりあえず言われた通りにしましょう。
For now, we don't have any choice but to follow their instructions. That's a good point. Their nervous gaze wandered around the stage.
別に喋っただけが楽しみだぜ。
This guy. Vader's the only good thing I have left now.
何？また勝手なこと投稿する気か？
Not me. What are you going to post this time?
俺の勝手だろが。お前と何の関係があるんだ。
Who cares what I post? Look at Min. I'm with you, Min. This dude's tripping. Let's see what we got here. Better to save the battery, stop him from writing anything. Any interesting posts? Let's not discourage him. Man, let's just go ahead and hype this man up. He's got a big ass head. Do you see anything fun? Chang,
相葉さんまでどうしたんですか？
Han, don't encourage him. He likes me for saying
さ
that
すが
though.
だなるよさん。分かってるじゃん。
I knew you would understand.
状態が
Shut
悪
up
い
with
者
that
同士
smirk.
で顔つき合わせても何もならないだろう。
Why waste time looking at each other's dirty faces?
外では何がどうなってるか観察してる方がずっとマシだろ。
I'd rather try to monitor what's going on out there. Oh my god, Lee, please, please, Lee. We should save the battery.
なんだよ。喋ったしてるの。俺だけじゃねえだろ。
What are you saying? Am I the only one watching Fader here?
あのさ、あっちこっちに撃ってないで、ちゃんと狙ってくれる？
Would you stop firing randomly? Maybe aim your shots?
あなたを責める気はないのよ。わかってるでしょ？
I'm not trying to put you on the spot. You know that.
俺も面白くて見てるんじゃねえからな。
I'm not doing this for amusement either.
喋った見てたら、外に誰かがいるって実感できるだろ。
But when I see Fader, it feels like there's still people out there. That's a good point. It makes you feel less lonely.
何も知らないくせに、プロデューサーがあんな。
You don't know anything. Think of what happened to Shin. Seo suddenly fell silent while looking at his watch. Wait, what? What did he see?
どうした？
Wait, what the heck happened? What's the matter with you?
ユーマ、大丈夫なのか？
Are you okay, Seo?
なんか変なものでも見たのか？
Did you find something? Seo raised his head. His eyes red. His eyes
変な
red?
やつが一人出てきたぜ。
There's a wacko on Fader.
また喋った。
What? A wacko?
お前な。
Talking about Fader again? Would you please?
お前は引っ込んでろ。何も分かってないくせに。
What are you talking about? Get off my case. You don't know anything.
超変なやつが出てきたんだぜ。
I'm telling you, this person's lost their mind. Wait, what are you talking about?
一体何なの？
What? Who are you talking about?
誰のことか分かった。私も今見たの。
I know who you're talking about. I just saw them too. Han also raised his watch and checked Fader. What is happening out here? Okay, whoa. There's my watch. Oh, hey, look at this. I like this UI. Hello, I'm Shin, the chief producer of B-Stars. Rest assured. Oh, is this an auto-write bot? I'm already dead. And the top 5 contestants trapped there will be dead in no time. Wait, whoa. What is happening? What is happening here? The 5 contestants deceived you from the start, and now all of them are preparing for the finals. We must make them pay for what they have done.
なんだこれ。
What? What is this?
シェア数を見ろよ。驚くぜ。
Just look at the number of shares. It's crazy.
どうしてこんなにシェアされてるの？
What's the big deal? Why is everyone sharing this?
面白くてしょうがないってことだろ。このイカれだ。
They're just having so much fun. What a crazy...
シェアがみんな同意ってわけじゃないだろ。
Sharing it? Doesn't mean they all agree with that wacko, right?
そうよ。非難の意味もあるでしょうし。
Oh my
人
god!
によって違うはずよね。
What if this was the entire show? What if they came onto the show thinking that, oh, it's a cool idol show. This is American Idol for K-pop. But then this is the actual game. Like, and people are like excited about this and they're watching them. Like, oh yeah, who's gonna win? And they're placing bets. Holy crap. Okay, let's see how this unfolds. Let's see how this unfolds. This could be crazy. Right? People share posts for all kinds of different reasons.
とにかくシェアすること自体が拡散してるってことなんだよ。
But sharing it contributes to spreading false rumors. What the heck?
こうしたアカウント、プロフィール画像もないな。
That wacko's account doesn't even have a profile photo.
きっと新しく作ったんでしょ？こんな勝手なこと書くために。
It must have been recently created with the intention of spreading fake news.
ニックネーム以外には全然情報がないね。匿名アカウントよ。
This person's username is all we've got. It's an anonymous account.
あんな
What?
奴らいちいち気にしなくてもいいですよ。
Don't worry about the wacko.
頭が痛くなるだけです。
It'll just give you a headache.
皆さんそんな立場なんですから。
Any of you can become the target. What target? What are you talking about, Chang? Chang shrugged his shoulders after a brief stare.
ベリスタの視聴率は知ってますよね。顔も名前も知られてるんですよ。
You are competing in a popular show, B-Stars. People know your name and face.
もうその辺の一般人じゃないってことです。
You are not an ordinary person anymore.
まだ正式デビューもしてないし、事務所のマネジメントも受けてないけど。
Although you don't have an agency or made an official debut. Chang stared at O.
才能や魅力を世界に知らしめたとか
You might have already proven your talent and charm to the world. What are you talking about, Chang?
運と人脈がある
Or you could be a complete jerk who just has insane connections and luck.
おいどこ見てんだよ
Why the hell are you looking at me? Seo and Chang's eyes met. Chang looked away.
とにかくほぼタレントつまり有名人なんですよ
Not celebrities! Anyways, you guys are what they might call celebrities. For real? For real.
妬みそして応援非難反応は人それぞれです
But people's response to a celebrity can take a range of forms, such as interest, jealousy, support, or criticism.
有名人はいいよいいけど
What's not to like about celebrities?
こんな状況であんなことまで気にしなきゃいけないの
But how can they say that under these circumstances? Better not respond. Ignoring them is a good idea. Can't let this person off the hook. Why let them run amok? Bruh, I say we just stay quiet, bruh. Let's stay quiet. I don't trust this person. We ought to ignore them.
無視した方がいいんだよ反応すると
You
もっ
show
とひどいことになるからな
you show any interest, they'll go ape. Men like that, Chang like that. Let's
相葉さんの
go.
言う通りです
Han is right.
喋った上の噂って下手したらさらに炎上するんですよ
If you mess with a fader rumor, things can get out of control.
死んだ人になりすまして関心を求めてるのよしかも実際に関心を集めてるじゃないそれをほっとくの
That wacko is wanting attention by impersonating a dead person, and they are actually getting that much attention? How can I ignore them?
プロデューサーのことは俺たちの救助隊しか知らない
Only the production crew, rescue team, and us contestants are aware of her death. No, 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 no. Because if she was murdered, whoever that murderer is would be the next person to know.
で何が言いたいんだ
So what's your point?
思いついたままに喋ってるのよ私たちに見せるためにね
They're just saying whatever to provoke
事
us.
故が起きて田中プロデューサーは行方不明になってるんだもの
Because Shin had gone missing after this accident.
死んだ人になりすましたんじゃないと思う知らないはずだから
They're not trying to impersonate a dead person because they don't know about her death.
こっちが反応したらシェア数が上がるだけだろうな
If we respond, the number of shares will only increase. Lee sadly looked at Han.
シェア数に執着して好き勝手に喋ってるアカウントって結構いるんですよ
There are accounts everywhere trying to increase the number of shares.
好き勝手なこと喋ってバレたらアカウント削除して逃げる奴らなんです
They just blabber nonsense on the web, but when things get out of hand, they just delete the account and
い
disappear.
ちいち振り回されたらダメだってこと分かってるでしょ
So what you're saying is they're trolls, right? These are trolls. They're B-star trolls. You know you shouldn't let them get to you.
でもなんでニックネームが
God,
T
this is
ヨシエなの
this is literally how it is like to be a celebrity or anybody that just has some kind of clout, right? If you have some kind of community, some kind of popularity, you're going to have people like this following you, right? That's just how it works. That's how internet fame is, right? Well, why choose the username Shin?
よりによって田中さんを
Why Shin's name?
ひょっとして彼女のこと恨んでるのかな
So this is like, what? Is Shin holding a grudge against Shin?
そういえば
I just remembered something.
プロデューサー変な手紙もらったことあるぜ
How come you didn't talk about this before? One time, Shin received a strange letter.
今回の撮影の前だと思う
She received it before shooting this episode. Bro! Why are we just now putting these pieces together?
いきなりその話になるのかよ
What's this got to do with this wacko?
あのニックネームのせいで思い出したんだよ
It just sprang to mind because of their username. Shin claimed that he had seen anonymous, or Seo claimed that he had seen anonymous blackmail that has been sent to Shin just before the show. It was composed out of magazine clippings. What the heck? Are they the Phantom Thieves? Like, what is this? They didn't react on Fader, but the atmosphere didn't die out. They tried to ignore it, but their eyes were fixed on their watches. They felt restless, stuck at the site of the collapse. They wanted to connect with the outside world somehow. But it was chaotic out there too.
喋った。喧嘩になりそうな雰囲気よ。
A freaking war? How? Who, what, where, when, and why? Looks like a war is going to break out on Fader. Without thinking too much, Han looked at his watch. This is not good. Wow, a new troll has arrived, but it's extremely unconvincing telling a lie that someone still alive has died, lol. I saved your post just in case and reported them to the broadcasting station. Just wait to be sued, lol. Ah! People out there must be as confused as we are.
やっぱりシェアされてるからって共感されてるわけじゃなかったのよ。
So I guess the number of shares doesn't mean they all agree.
あんなデマ誰も乗らないに決まってるよ。
Who would want to get swayed by nonsense? Everyone, look forward to it. The show is not over yet. From now on, the real survival edition will begin. Wait, hold on. Now I'll introduce the top 5 members to participate in the survival audition. Bro, we are in not the killing game. We are in the survival game. What?
もう一度紹介って何言おうとしてんだ。
Introductions again? What are they going to babble about this time? What? 5th place, Seo. I gave him a lot of support as he has good looks, but he deluded himself into thinking that he is really good. What a jerk. I did everything I could to push Seo up in the ranking. I got involved in the editing process and pressured the judges. Who is this person? People say that birds of a feather flock together and that we were similar. That's bullshit. Don't compare me with such a talentless kid.
こいつこっちのことバカにしてんのか。
This wacko must be thinking I'm a doormat. 4th place, Han. He left the band and gained a lot of popularity, but at the same time, he seemed to suffer from people calling him a betrayer. Do you think Han and Masquerade were so close with each other? Then I did a great job editing. He called it a false accusation that he was a betrayer, and some fans really believed him. If he thought it was unfair, he should have explained himself or resigned. What is happening? He's just waiting for the controversy to blow over, but he should act more aggressively to go up in the ranking. Why are we still playing this game? Like this rankings thing? What is happening? 3rd place. Oh, a cute girl. She has so much talent when compared to Seo. Aren't you curious how this talented girl came out of nowhere?
まさか。
Could this be? Do you know who this is? She hasn't talked about her past on TV yet, but many people think that's a part of her mysterious concept. Do you think she didn't want to, or that she couldn't talk about it? What's she really like when not on stage?
何これ。おかしいけど。
I'm just... Something feels weird. 1st place is, as always, Lee. He was born into a rich family, inherited excellent musical talent, and received a good education from his parents. A man truly born with a silver spoon in his mouth. He has talent and works really hard. He received a scholarship from his university. How likely is it that for a rich student to get a scholarship intended for low-income students? Yikes. I really respect him for his elaborate effort to make the best out of nothing, which includes stealing a precious opportunity from someone else, so another student couldn't receive the scholarship. But that was because they hadn't done their best, right? That's a sheesh. That's a really low sheesh. Stealing? And here we are with Min. What do you know about her? Remember Beloved? Her own team that she destroyed? Or a panic attack that occurred when her luck was down, gaining her a lot of sympathy votes. Sympathy votes? After she left the group, Min spent her free time working in a cafe as a barista. But just in case you didn't know, coffee is well known to aggravate panic attacks and depression. Huh? Her first panic attack occurred when she left her group, but she didn't have any while she was serving coffee as a barista. And then it came back on stage when she was in trouble. Oh, I see where they're going with this. Yikes. Interesting. That's about it. This wraps up today's introduction of the top 5 contestants. Please look forward to seeing the real survival show. And don't forget to vote. The top 5 contestants are showing no remorse and talking mindlessly without knowing that they are trapped there for punishment. They left me to die, but they will pretend as if nothing bad happened after they are rescued and continue to deceive their fans. Oh my god. I'm sorry, but I won't let it happen. You will pay for what you have done. I'm always with you. Even right now, I'm watching every one of you. What? Who is this? Make us pay? What they're saying seems plausible. They're trying my patience. That's bullshit. They don't know what they're talking about. I'm saying that's bullshit. How dare they say such a thing? They're just running their mouth. We have to do something about this troll. Seo gritted his teeth, but his face was pale. Something must have leaked. There had been a rumor about background checks. Our personal info could have been leaked. Uh-oh. A rumor that B-Star staff conducted background checks on the contestants beyond the scope of the contract in search of ideas for the show. That's not good. Why are you shivering? Do you feel guilty about something? Like a criminal charge or something? Those eyes widened. Watch your mouth. You're the criminal. Don't lose your nerves. Did I get it right? Shut up. Wait. The staff members and officials are also subject to confidentiality agreements. We can get sued for spreading rumors. Yeah, but what if you were fired? What about that rookie? I'm starting to think that rookie's a little bit suspicious, y'all. I mean, that rookie had a lot. He or she had a ton of reasons to want to get back for revenge on this show. They were basically like thrown to the side and used as a scapegoat. Why would you not want revenge, right? The staff would surely keep their mouths shut at all times. I'm serious. Shin's posts were vague but plausible. Something feels strange and eerie. Are you sure? Are you sure Shin doesn't know anything about us? Shin is an anonymous Fader account which appeared out of nowhere. The user behind the account was getting lots of shares and influencing the Fader community with offensive remarks. Stories about the contestants that were embarrassing for all of them. There were stories that even contestants like Han weren't aware of. Yikes. Feeling discouraged, Han looked towards the rest of the group. Their blank complexions gave away nothing. Were they feeling perplexed by the unexpected exposure of their past? Or were they frustrated about the lies spreading through the internet? Bruh, this is like a Monokuma motive, if you think about it. Not a good time to just sit around. Things will get worse if we don't talk about this. Han bit his lower lip. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Man, let's go to Fader. Let's see what's going on. First and foremost. Oh, you WBS and B stars, you've done something wrong. Why remain all silent again when that troll runs amok on Fader? The top 5 contestants are showing no remorse and talking mindlessly without knowing that they're trapped there for punishment. They left me to die. Okay, we saw that. Contestants with a lower rank say what? Seo and Han look incredibly stupid and their fans do too. Scholarships are supposed to go to needy students. How could it go to a student from such a rich family? LOL. unless it was totally illegal. Yikes. Interesting. That's about it. This wraps up today's introduction. We saw that already. I knew that, lol. A fool can't tell a lie. I heard she took a barista course and worked at a cafe. Her panic attacks can't be real. There's still people buried under the fallen building and they could see these comments too. Don't lie about someone dying, or impersonate someone, or spread false rumors. She really fainted during the rival mission. She hasn't pretended to suffer from panic attacks. Don't be so mean. It's too much for her. Was it all a show? Making a fuss on the stage? I knew it. She was doing all those things to get more votes. Pathetic. Oh, Min! I feel so bad for Min. She looks so sad there. Faked panic attacks. When Min showed symptoms of panic attacks during the show, many people suspected her of faking it to win sympathy votes. She looks so sad there though. Why do you do my girl like that? Her first panic attack occurred when she left her group, but she didn't have any while she was serving coffee as a barista. Okay, I saw that. She spent her time working at a cafe and a barista. Okay. Oh, okay, I got that. Or a panic attack that occurred when her luck was down, getting her a lot of sympathy votes. I really respect him for his elaborate effort to make the best out of nothing, which includes stealing a precious opportunity from someone else, so another student couldn't receive the scholarship. But that was because they hadn't done their best, right? I'm Seo, the handsome dandy boy in this audition. Please support me and don't forget to vote for me. Oh my god. That's the official Seo account. There are no records of Lee receiving a scholarship. And what illegal scholarship are you talking about? Don't cook up a lie. I'm totally pissed off. Is it Seo or Han trying to affect the popularity vote? Don't try to delete comments and run away. I've captured the posts already to send them to the broadcasting station in B-Stars. He has talents and works really hard. This is where he's talking about Lee. Shin claimed that Lee had unfairly taken away the scholarship opportunity from a needy student. There's a reason why O is called the rumor generator. It's not part of her show concept. That's just what her fans claim. Why doesn't she explain herself about all those rumors? Because the rumors are true. We don't know where she was born, where she went to school, what her real name is, or even what her real personality is like. Seo blamed her for that after the team mission ended. Oh man. She hasn't talked about her past on TV yet, but many people think that's a part of her mysterious concept. Do you think she didn't want to? Or that she couldn't talk about it? Let's see. The fake Shin raised a question of why the staff was not revealing O's past. They assumed that there must be something fishy in her past. I've been checking on Fader and a rumor is spreading. That masquerade had been having a serious inner conflict even before you left. Is that about you and Wu? Or are they just saying it after watching B-Stars episodes? I'm gonna reply to this real quick. Maybe they got that information from B-Star episodes, deny the issue. Maybe he knew about the incident where they failed to make the record deal. Let's ask about the topic. And he might have heard something. It was true that there had been lots of conflicts. Not that many people know about that. You don't think Wu has been telling people, right? He's still arguing with their fans on Fader. What's he trying to pull? If there's some truth to Shin's story, things could get worse. He decided to check for new mentions later. Alright, this is where they were talking about O. Or Seo, actually. Oh, a cute girl. She has so much talent when compared to Seo. Aren't you curious how this talented girl came out of nowhere? All the audience saw him so spaced out and lazy after that accident occurred during the finals. I find it so funny for him to act like he's mourning Shin so seriously now. Oh, my good boy! I mean, he's mean. I can't really say that he's my good boy because he's always mean to me and he's mean to everybody else and he doesn't trust me for some reason and he's really mad all the time. But isn't he hot though? Come on, y'all. Let's be honest. Seo looked lost on TV. Some claim he looked shocked after news of his prior school violence broke. Dang it, dang it, dang it, Seo. Why would you do this? Wow, where did all those facts come from? No idea who it is, but I guess they definitely know all about Han. Maybe it's Shin herself. Yikes. He was just waiting for the controversy to blow over, but he should act more aggressively to go up in the rankings. He called a false accusation that he was a betrayer. Okay. We saw this already. I'm reading those comments on the new timeline. but they are nothing new. Everyone knows that the producer gives special treatment to Seo. It's just a crazy account. I've seen so many sarcastic comments about Seo surviving so long despite such poor ability. But was there another scandal besides the assault thing? I think the history of school violence was neglected rather than covered. If they really wanted to cover the scandal, his ranking wouldn't have been affected. Rather, it would be right to think that they tried to lower other contestants' ranking for Lee. People say that birds of a feather flock together and that we were similar. That's BS. The editing process and pressure of the judges. Okay. The fake Shin claimed that Shin had favored Seo in every way. Great concept, LOL. Now I'll introduce the top 5 members. Is that fun? All of my Fader friends. Do not share such troll baiting comments. Ugh. Seo the Manhunter and Run Min Run are doing a comedy show on Fader, and now trolls appeared. Wow, how many shares on that fake post? Everyone look forward to it, blah, 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 blah. I saved your post just in case, reported them to the broadcasting station. We saw that. The new trolls arrived, but it's extremely unconvincing, telling a lie that someone still alive has died. Knock it off, so annoying. It looks like everybody's really upset about this troll. What the heck is this? The top 5 contestants deceived you from the start, and now all of them are preparing for the finals. We must make them pay for what they have done. What? What? I'm already dead, and the top 5 contestants trapped there will be dead in no time. What? Found this on a random internet search. Is that the producer's official account? I saw it too when it appeared as one of the most viewed posts. I've never heard of Shin using Fader before. If she really had an official account, it would have already exploded from all of her haters' criticism. So what is this? A new type of troll? Is this really Shin? An anonymous account using the name of Shin has appeared on Fader. It's attracting attention by spreading salacious rumors. Wait, we need to go check and see if Shin's body's still there, y'all. Because what if she really isn't dead? An hour and a half passed since the accident, but they failed to identify who's alive or not. They still have no idea when they will be rescued. Perfect. Beastars is terrible at managing part-timers. They even let a part-timer manage their official website, then fired him as he made some profile errors. When secret photos of the contestants were shared, rumor had it that one of the part-timers did it, but Beastars just dismissed that rumor. They should have dealt with him earlier. We've been receiving tons of messages asking about the show. We're not sure about the future of the show, but since there are so many of you expressing your support, surely we can't end like this, right? Thank you for your continued interest in our show. You better shut this show down, homie. The company seems to be more concerned with the timing of when to resume the show, when they didn't even take control of the situation. Some criticize them for that, while some seem to understand them. You shouldn't be understanding that. Can you please just shut up, right? Someone's fans are encouraging voting, and another is stimulating them even more. Come on, this is not the time for marketing. Can't you learn from your past? We do need to get things straight, but this would only backfire. He's probably seeking ways to make a comeback. Is everyone in shock at such a crazy and huge accident? I know how much you are worrying about the contestants. The good news is our lovely Min is alive, and so are the others. He's still lost. Look how he cares for Min in the middle of this mayhem, LOL. He's skipping Seo's post without hesitation. I'm a bit sad that today might be the last day. Let's support O until the end. Aww. It might be true that they couldn't identify all staff members. I heard that they hired so many temporary workers after suddenly increasing the number of audiences. If that is true, it means that they didn't use employment contracts to hire temporary employees, really. It means they don't even know how many are trapped inside. They should be able to make a list of the staff easily by looking at their employment contracts. I don't understand why it's delayed. LOL. Why aren't there any staff members on the list? LOL. WTF. One of my friends was at the Beastar shows for a part-time job, but now I can't reach her. I don't know if she is okay. Oh wait, what? Beastars didn't provide a staff list to the rescue team, so they can't possibly know who's missing and who's been rescued. What? The list of staff members who was working at the time of the accident wasn't finalized yet. It'll take some time to identify who's still missing. What the heck is happening? We request that Beastars take responsible measures. Please share this post so everyone will know about this accident. The broadcasting station is checking the audience list. Seeing the comments posted on Seo's official account, he still seems to be trapped there, but I'm not sure. I don't know if he managed his account by himself. We just handed a list of the audience members to the rescue team. We are sorry to have caused you so much anxiety. That was from WBS. The rescue team got the list of the stage audience and is now counting the number of survivors. What the heck? I'm Lee. I'll do my best with everything I have. I didn't mean anything bad by what I said. I fully understand the rescue team's operations. No problem with that. But what's annoying is the media vehicles crowding the scene, trying to interview every person on the spot. WBS will do its best until everyone is confirmed to be safe and cared for. Do something about the trolls on Fader, will ya? Feel the difference in temperature between here and Beastar's official forum. All broadcasting vehicles are here. It's damn loud. All the media outlets are reporting a different number of survivors. Which one is correct? Or the rescue team saved everyone already, but hasn't been able to deliver the news because they don't want everyone's names. That's what I'd like to hear. Did the show provide accurate information to the rescue team? They didn't even have the member profile info right on the official website. We don't know how many of the contestants were rescued, but the number of missing people is very specific. Where these stats come from? Rescue operation still underway. 62 injured and 23 missing. Wow, that's a lot to take in, y'all. That is a whole lot to take in. Let me go ahead and quick save because it's been a while since we've actually been able to save. Hello, thank you very much. Let's talk to Min. What you doing, girl? Contradictory. So what's up? Let's talk about this fake Shin. You found the right time to post a groundless rumor. I think they're trying to talk about your... I know. Min dropped her head and paused for a moment. I did work as a barista. I didn't think it was necessary to mention it during the interview, and I just let it slide because the show didn't talk about it either. Coffee? Yeah, I like drinking coffee. Me too! I love coffee! Especially black coffee. Great. Coffee provokes panic attacks, doesn't it? That's what I thought. Why didn't the show cover it? They always rake over the past. Let's not talk about her panic attacks. I don't think that's right. Why did the show talk about this? It's been exposing all the other matters from the past. Well, only Shin knows the answer. What? Really? I'm surprised you didn't ask. Huh? About what? I thought you'd ask me about how coffee and panic attacks don't go together. It's... People tend to ask me first because many people know about it. Man, I know about you, girl. Me and you are like this. We're like this. I've been enjoying coffee since before I started having panic attacks. I hadn't worked for a long time after leaving Beloved, so I decided to work at a cafe when the job was offered to me. Han wanted to point out that it was different from the relationship between coffee and panic attacks, but he decided to change the subject. Doubts. Min worked as a barista while taking time off and revealed that she is a coffee lover. Her haters claim that she was a phony trying to get more votes because coffee aggravates panic attacks. You said it had been a long time, but still, no one recognized you? Sometimes people ask me if I was Min from Beloved, and I said no. I told them they were mistaken. Are you saying you pretended to be someone else? I even asked the manager to give me a different name tag. No matter how much time went by, people continued to criticize me, so I wanted to deny myself. But I guess I couldn't fool anyone. Or everyone. Since it's resurfacing like this. It's true that Min worked as a barista a long time after she had left Beloved. She even wore a name card with a pseudonym to hide her identity. Poor Min. She didn't need to go through that. She did not need to go through that. Let's talk about the unfair acquisition. Lee's scholarship. You saw how other guys got attacked? There's a similar logic. Planting a seed of suspicion in the ground of truth that's either been revealed or speculated on. Truth and suspicion. The National University Lee graduated from, doesn't it offer all kinds of scholarships? Maybe they just wrote whatever they could think of. This is pretty clear compared to other rumors. Or he could just deny. It's his decision whether to answer or not. Demanding an answer is also coercion. Remaining silent is part of the contract like it always has been. Let's say it's his decision, because ultimately it is. It's up to Lee to decide whether to give an answer. You wouldn't even feel the need to explain yourself if you're so innocent. Yeah! Right, he should do that when he feels like it. Just like you, Min, you should do it when you feel like it also. Without even knowing it, I spoke like a B-Star staffer. You could just say no, whether it's true or not. Speak about myself. My own will must. Min mumbled to herself while staring in one direction.
なぜかしら。
What do you think Lee is thinking now? If people start to believe it, it will be accepted as corruption or dirty play. Dirty play? I like me some dirty. I'm sorry, man. Considering his personality, he'd probably let them blabber
間違い
on.
ないわ。
The fake Shin is obviously waiting for a very specific response. They were hostile to Lee for depriving someone else of a scholarship when he himself wasn't experiencing financial hardship. Someone disclosed Lee's unfair receipt of a scholarship. He faced severe criticism that he stole the scholarship from a poor student when he's already rich.
はい
Sheesh! The intended response can already be felt,
そうだけど、
but there must be a strict policy concerning the college affairs. I don't believe
合っ
it.
てます
Lee is not that kind of
りょう
character.
くん。
I'm surprised you used the word character. I guess the show got to me. Right, we've agreed on the rules of the show after all. It's absolutely foul play if Lee received the scholarship on the excuse of financial hardship. That's not good. I hope he didn't. That would not be good at all. Lee's looking a bit sad there. Let's talk to Oh. She looked mad at me. Dang, what I do to you, girl? Oh no. Oh, I hate this picture. Why? Why does that picture freaking exist? Let's talk about the fake panic attacks. Sympathy votes from a story.
そうだったな
It was often discussed on the show after they showed the footage of her panic attacks.
違う。
Her life isn't defined by it. It's not like she was having panic attacks just for the camera, you know. O's blue eyes quivered. They pressured her with the cameras up to the point where she couldn't hold it anymore.
わかった
Yeah, she tried her best to avoid it.
違ったの。
What I saw back then couldn't be faked. I was at a loss, didn't know about her medical condition until then. I was angry at the staff for pushing her to the limit. It was clearly intentional. Let's say that. I got angry at the show for pushing her. It was clearly intentional.
あれ
So did you step forward? What?
でしょ？
Did you step forward and fight the production crew after you got angry?
それは
No, that's... Oh, come on! Why? I'm sure everyone was flustered when they saw her having a panic attack.
そうだな
You ran up to her immediately. I thought she fainted.
だけどさ、
But when I watched it on TV, they removed the part where I ran toward
わ
her.
かった
That scene was edited out. I guess they thought my action didn't fit my
と
character.
にかく
Anyhow, Min's seizure was as real as it could get. The production crew pressured her a lot in order to trigger a panic attack. I couldn't believe they were doing it so openly. Min tried to hide it. It must have been shameful for her. Min was known to suffer from panic attacks after she left Beloved. She still receives treatment. She had hoped to maintain her privacy during the show. So she really did have a panic attack. No one thinks that's fake, except, you know, obviously the people online. Let's talk about the public opinion. Because the company seems really shady right now.
まったく。
Yes, nobody expected this would happen, but still. The stage came down and we have a dead person at hand. Although we haven't heard any news about it.
やっぱり
They don't even know what to talk about first.
そうじゃないと思う。
I wish I could be forgiving, but this is just pathetic. It's like they don't know the seriousness of the situation. Oh lowered her watch after briefly looking at it. Checking it just makes me feel frustrated. Good grief. We should remain calm. Things out there must be different. Confusion is increasing everywhere. They are crossing the line. Let's say remain calm.
あのさ
We need to relax though. Things might be different out there.
いや
Oh man. Wow, I'm sorry for not recognizing such a noble person like yourself. People called you a betrayer and you still smiled.
間違ってる
You're being sarcastic.
ー。ねえ。
Can you blame me? Oh crossed her arms and wriggled her index finger. Of course we need to relax. Our first priority is getting
だ
rescued.
けどさ、
But if the official account does something confusing, it will affect
だ
everyone.
としたら、
You know what happens then. We'll have contestants looking to rebound.
もしかして
Are you talking about
あ
Seo?
っそ、
Yeah, you saw his vain efforts, right?
そうだから。
And we'll also have jerks like the fake Shin crawling out from God knows where. I can understand there's no command center at the moment, but this isn't something you'd expect from the official account. What are they going to do about this disorderly atmosphere, huh? The inappropriate and vague response to the accident by the company resulted in more confusion to the media, viewers, contestants watching for a chance, and a malicious anonymous user. We're just getting all of these keywords. You gotta love it. What you gotta talk to me about, Seo? Let's talk about your reason for exception. As the saying goes, even a broken clock is right twice a day. O was the only one who didn't get her past exposed. Do you approve of the fake Shin's opinion? You hurt my feelings. What they said about O is true though. She had a hard enough time anyway, aside from them avoiding her past. They would have showed it if there were anything interesting. I guess there's nothing much to reveal. Let's try to agree with him.
Yeah.
True or not, O looked agitated. Oh my god, everybody. I don't know what to say to these people. Very sympathetic, aren't you? What's so special about her past, huh? We all got picked clean after joining the show. I thought you approved of how Shin ran B-Stars. I'm just saying we all know what to expect. It doesn't mean I'm okay with everything. You know what? When I talk to him, I just have to look at the answers that makes me look more like a Those ones are the correct ones, right? You just have to be a hole, and he's cool with it. Seo frantically scratched his head with one hand. The only thing we know about her past is that she's over 20 and that she used to be a dancer. But what about us? They even aired the mistakes we made when we were in junior high or high school. That didn't come out in the show. Hey, that was really sharp. What are you, a sharpshooter? Gunshots. It's not just me. I'm speaking on behalf of everyone else. You know we all got picked clean by the show. Although we haven't seen the real thing yet. What do you mean? I don't know. If I told you, you'd probably pull that sharpshooter trick on me again. Betrayer's move, so to speak. Whatever, dude. My sanity is going down. What the? Aw, don't look so hurt. Anyhow, Shin gave her a pass. That's probably what happened. The show covered O's life only up to the point of her crew years. Her life story before that was never mentioned. Other people found it odd. I mean, it is weird. Let's talk about the aftermath. When Seo looked lost on TV. That man said, oh, that story? It's true I spaced out during the training for the finals. But it is actually because of the history of school violence. Although it wasn't the only reason. Was there another reason? Of course. I'm such a delicate person. Around that time, I had a serious issue at hand. Seo doesn't remember how he got through the training for the finals. There seems to be something other than the scandal, but he's keeping his mouth shut. Shoot. Now I'm not sure if I should tell it or not. Seo carefully chose his words. No, I'm not telling. Why waste time if you're not going to do it anyway? It was loading. Any problem with that? How can you ever comprehend my delicate heart? I still can't get the hang of it. I'll begin to talk when the time comes. Alright. Okay. Dang. Why are you so mean? Let's talk to Chang. What you got to tell me, Chang? Strange letter. Talk about that strange letter. Oh, are you talking about the blackmail? Did it actually happen? Chang scratched his head. It's true she received blackmail. The sender cut letters from magazines and pasted them on paper. Well, she'd done a lot of things in the past, but this was new for her. But as you know, this one was very controversial. She received anonymous blackmail right after the finals began. She had done many things in the past, but it was the first time she received blackmail. You know, about the rankings. How many minutes of footage, song selection. People complain about all kinds of things. It's got nothing to do with the collapse or fake Shin. I got carried away and said something stupid earlier. But if it was blackmail about the show, Han, think about it. What would you do if you received blackmail? I'd have to find the sender. A threat could always develop into real action. Shouldn't fall for it by reacting to it. There'd be nothing I could do. I'm gonna say that one. She'd have no choice but to ignore it. Running wildly would only prove that she had fallen for it. Maybe that's what the sender wanted to see. Tang slowly nodded after staring at him for a moment. Yeah! That's the show's official stance towards threats and blackmail. You said O received a letter from an unknown source, right? Yeah, apparently. The production crew responded in a similar way. She told me herself. The wording was a bit different. Popularity or not, she just went. But it was the same reason after all. I don't think there was any reaction. She appears to be in a rush. It will just make the sender happy. She needs to come out, looking sharp as usual, so as to show his action had no effect on her whatsoever. That's why Shin ignored it. Are you saying it's irrelevant to the Fader account that's been acting out? I believe so. Chang confirmed that the blackmail Shin received was composed by cutting and pasting letters from print media. Okay. Let's talk about the investigation rumor. A rumor that B-Star staff conducted background checks on the contestants beyond the scope of the contract in search of ideas for the show. Background checks. You guys conducted them, right? That's a yes. Chang fiddled with the backstrap. What contestants told us just wasn't enough. Why is that? They tend to massage their stories to make themselves look better, and there wasn't enough info. For example, Seo didn't mention anything about his criminal record. How far did you investigate? Tang's eyes quivered for a second. We didn't do it directly. That means we hired agencies. This goes deep. We could just keep swimming. It just gets deeper and deeper. She made it this far by carefully walking the line of legality. Despite her success, public opinion about her was mixed. You left it up to outside organizations? We had too much work with little time. Everything's just rushed about this show. It sucks. Because the info provided by the contestants could have been distorted, the show collected more data using other methods. Since the show staff was already so busy, they hired background check agencies to carry out the work. Sheesh, favoritism. Let's talk about that. Playing favorites? That came up sometime after the preliminaries. Okay. I'm not just talking about the amount of screen time given to Seo. They didn't take any action even after the exposure of his past. There were too many people during the preliminaries. The production crew tends to focus on the contestants who stand out. Well, there's something I should admit. Admit what? I can't deny the fact that the show was favorable towards Seo. But why Seo out of all the contestants? I know, right? Because he's a pretty boy, probably. No more after the exposure of the school violence, but it's not like that now, is it? But why Seo? But why Seo? Out of so many fine contestants. That's what I'm saying. Why Seo out of all those contestants? Well, she deserves such a piece of blackmail. Well, let's move on to the next topic. Chang bit on his lip. He should have checked his background first before backing him up. I didn't get it in the first place. There was a weird romance scandal right after the preliminaries, right? But at the time, the girl took all the blame and was eliminated. Yeah, I remember. But he didn't get any favors after the past of his school violence was revealed. That's when we realized that he was a ticking time bomb. I felt like you guys were neglecting him. Everything has its reactions, so we neglected him as much as we backed him up before. He should have nothing to say even if we kick him out the door. What? Chang said that Shin deserved blackmail for her favoritism towards Seo, but the exposure of Seo's violent past made her abandon her favoritism. Yeah, he was basically a liability for the show at that point, right? For the most part. Let's talk to Lee real quick. I feel like he's got interesting things to talk about. They appeared out of nowhere and started stirring things up. You could tell they're trying to create commotion just by looking at the username. Why do they have to come out at a time like this?
もしかしたら
That's the wrong question. They came out now precisely because it's a time like this. If they're not worried about getting embarrassed or criticized, this is like the best timing. Why would they get embarrassed? Nobody can figure out who they are in the first place.
そうだ
Right. They have nothing to lose. Ooh, we have to put up with it? They're out of anyone's control? Can't let them spread rumors. We should deal with them proactively. Let's just put up with it. I think Lee would agree with that.
な俺は
We just have to endure it. They're out of control. Yep, see? I knew he would agree. I agree. Although I'm really pissed off. If we take action, we're falling for their trick. People will think they're pathetic for arguing on Fader while being stuck down here.
もし
Seo might go at it with them. I hope not. Seo was on the other side, nervously jerking his feet. I don't think he'll behave rashly since there was an incident earlier when he used Fader.
どうも
It's inevitable that people like fake Shin are acting up in chaos like this. Since the response from the show is naive and hesitant, the mass media gets overheated and people get excited. We get contestants like Seo aiming to rebound, and we also get anonymous accounts seeking attention.
そうか
Are you saying we're in a situation where troublemakers can't be avoided? We'll just have to wait for the situation to sort itself out so that troublemakers will disappear. That's a good point. What about the audience list?
それでも
I think they're almost done checking the audience.
わかった
I know. It could have been a disaster. But they are still checking the staff.
俺は
I think it's more complicated. Doesn't seem logical though. As for the show, the staff is supposed to be the family, right? Are you saying they should take care of the family first? Let's say no, not always. Some families are worse than others.
違うんじゃないか
Not always. There are families worse than strangers. Yeah, see, he
そう
knows.
だよ
That's true, right?
正直
It's probably a good thing now. But nobody came here. I'm no different. But you're in a different situation. Because I was a disgrace to my father's family. Lee shook his head weakly. You heard the interview, right? He said he was ashamed to have 2 jokers in the family and just hung up.
わかった
It was too much. Was that really necessary?
違うよ
He wasn't pretending to be mean. That's just how he thought. No one from his family came to the venue to see his performance. When the staff visited his uncle, he complained that his family had produced 2 jokers. Wow, that's sad. I didn't mean to talk about family. Han felt awkward after hearing Lee's downcast voice.
わ
Aww.
かるだろ
Eating together makes you family, I guess. All Masquerade members thought we were family.
そうかもな
I know one thing. That we were inattentive towards people they worked
や
with.
っぱり
The number of audience gets checked accurately as they enter the building.
そうだ
But the staff includes part-timers and contract workers. Treated them like disposable tools. Now that I'm in this mess, I can see it more clearly. I wish they would hurry up and confirm the staff list too. It's easy to check the number of survivors from the audience, but more difficult for the staff because the exact number of temps and subcontractors isn't clearly known. All right, we got one more. Let's find it. Let's find it. Let's find it. It's probably... Oh, look at that! Lee loves us! We are loved! Finally! Lee loves us, y'all. Or was it Chang? I think Chang had one more. Yeah, staff list.
まだですよ
They still haven't confirmed the number of staff.
そうだったけど
I thought it would be quicker than counting the audience.
なんでですか
Why?
それは
Because they all worked here. Duh! Chang stared at Han for a moment.
相葉さん
Could you put up a bit more thought into it? About why there's a delay in confirming the list of the staff survivors? Yes. Do you know why the things are going the way they are? I think I know. I should pretend to just know just to satisfy him. No idea. I'll be honest. I'm not sure, to be honest.
本当ですか
You don't know? Are you serious? I'm sorry. This is my honest answer. Han stood awkwardly, and Chang nodded. Hey, see?
そうですね
He liked that. You didn't have to know about it, since you're one of the contestants. I might have been offended if you lied about it. Yeah, see, there it is. There are different types of staff members. We have temps and some workers from partner companies. It's not as systematic as checking the audience when they enter. I see. I didn't know. That's just how it is around here. It's just that I feel bitter about how they treat the staff. I understand why you feel that way. Let's talk about the outsourcing.
そして
We don't work with the agencies anymore. Did you gather enough info?
いえ
No, there was an issue. Sale, for example, it was ridiculous. The staff began to complain because one of the agencies was making too many
そうで
mistakes.
すよ
We didn't even pay off the entire balance because it was their fault. What? Didn't the agency file a suit? If they weren't paid in full, right? Should have told the contestants about it. The agency was basically ripped off. Let's talk about this one, the suit.
それなら
Didn't the agency file a suit? If you didn't pay the balance, you violated the contract, right?
はい
I'm surprised you would ask me that. There were conditions when we signed the
そう
contract.
思います
Besides, had to take responsibility for the mistakes they made. And there was also a clause concerning confidentiality.
そうってこと
They just called it a day? Happy with the previous
と
payments?
いうことは
If there's a dispute, the agency has to refund the full amount. It's pretty serious that the agency was hired.
そうですけど
It's also stated in the contract for contestants. Entrust the show with the decision and don't hold each other responsible for incidents that happened during the show. It's unfair though.
どうしてもですね
Shin needed the ingredients. I know it could be a very controversial issue, but I think it was a necessary evil for the show. It was necessary. I can't believe I'm arguing Shin's side right now. I guess I began to resemble her as much as I hated her. Chang hated the producer, who also looked down on him, but ironically, he liked her way of doing things. He said he took after her in some ways while still hating
つ
her.
まり
Anyway, as you said, we just ignored it. That's how we got this far. Contracts with background check agencies were terminated after some controversy surrounding Seo's past, but confidentiality clauses will likely keep the agencies quiet. That's it. That's 9 of the 9. That's 9 of the 9. You guys already know what we're gonna do. We're actually gonna end this episode right here, ladies and gentlemen. We are an hour in, so that's all the time that I have for today. I will see you guys next time. Hopefully you enjoyed this episode. Like, comment, and subscribe if you are new. And I'll see you guys next time on Buried Stars. It will be episode 6, ladies and gentlemen. I'm super excited. We're getting into so much stuff. It's wild.
Hope will never die.